Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my friend Samantha. She has the most beautiful dark brown eyes and I thought she would be the perfect model to show how to do a classic smoky eye. So that is the look we're doing today. Samantha is a hairstylist. She's incredibly talented. She lives in a different city from me now, which is such a bummer. I miss her so much and I miss her doing my hair. As always, thanks for being here. Let's do some makeup. Samantha has incredible skin. I think she's 37 now and she does not have one line on her forehead. I'm so jealous. So I'm starting with the Shackley Pomifera Pure Oil just to give a really nice hydrating base to her makeup. I really wanted to showcase just how beautiful her complexion is. After I prepped her skin with the Pomifera Pure Oil, I went in with the Shackley Youth Activating BB Cream. This is a product that I really like to use instead of foundation because it gives you really great coverage. It's really good for the skin and it looks incredible on camera. It makes your skin look like butter. It's just, I mean, look at that glow. It's incredible. I applied this with my fingers. I usually use a brush, but I don't know why I didn't do that this time. I think I may have forgotten. So I applied this with my fingers and then I go in with a damp beauty blender and just pat that into the skin just so that it has a really beautiful skin-like finish. And now I'm going in with my favorite concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Samantha doesn't need to conceal a lot of areas of her face, so I just used it to brighten some specific areas like the inner corners of the eyes, the outer corners, around the edges of the nostrils, and then also prep her lids for eyeshadow with concealer. I really like using concealer to prep the lids for your eyeshadow. It makes a really nice base. Now I'm just using the BK Beauty Hot and Flashy Collection Kitten Paw Concealer Brush. This brush is brilliant. It is so great at blending concealer and you can so effortlessly get into the inner corners of the eyes, along the bridge of the nose, and just really nicely feather out that concealer so it just blends really well into your foundation. And because we're using concealer on the lids to prep for eyeshadow, you want to make sure you're setting them with a setting powder before moving on to your powder eyeshadows. Otherwise, that concealer is just going to eat up that eyeshadow and you won't get an even application. Moving on to the eyeshadow, we are using all Jane Iredale for this look. So I'm starting with the Naturally Matte palette and I'm using a neutral brown over Samantha's entire lid. I'm working that product from her lash line up into her crease. So this is the base of that deep smoky eye look that we're going to do. And for a smoky eye, it is all about the blending. So I'm taking my time here and I'm just blending this base shade all over her lid. Now I'm using this matte purple from one of the Trio palettes, applying this starting from her lash line up into the socket. I'm not pulling it all the way up through her crease like I did with the brown. So that brown created that base layer, but it's also going to act as our transition shade as well. I'm just applying that purple over top on her lid. So now I'm taking the purple shade and I'm sweeping it along her lower lash line to start that base of the smoky look along the lower lash line as well. A smoky eye can still be intense and dramatic without being too dark around the lash line. So now I'm going into the Naturally Glam palette and I'm using this deep plum brown with a little bit of shimmer and I'm dusting that over the purple. So we've really got some great layers of pigment that we're building for this look to create a deep custom purple shade for Samantha. And I'm taking that plum brown and I'm applying that to her lash line using a precision brush, her lower lash line. And I'm not pulling this too far down under the eyes. I'm keeping this very close to her lower lash line. To define the upper lash line, I'm using a dark shimmery plum brown from one of the Trio palettes. And I will be going in with some gel eyeliner, but for now, I'm just defining the upper lash line with this shadow. And now I'm going in and lining Sam's waterlines with a gel eyeliner pencil. I like using a gel pencil for this. You want something that's going to apply really easily because this is a very sensitive area of the eye. It'll trigger some tearing and you just kind of want to get that product on as quickly as possible and with as little effort as possible. Now I'm going to do some final touch-ups for the eyes. I'm just doing a little bit of brow bone highlight with a matte bone shade from the Naturally Matte palette, and then I'm just going back in in with that neutral brown. That was the very first shade that we put on the eyes. So I'm just touching up that transition shade along with the highlight. And this is just my final step in making sure this whole eye look is well blended and flawless. I'm curling the eyelashes to add a little bit of lift before applying mascara, and then I'm going in with the Shackley Lash Revitalizing and Conditioning Mascara. I love this mascara. I'm applying this to the top and bottom eyelashes. And now going in with the e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Gel. I love this product. I'm using this to apply strokes into Sam's eyebrows just to fill in some of the sparse areas and define her eyebrow shape a little bit. She has really great eyebrows, so I don't have to do a lot of work here. I'm just brushing on some strokes of that brow gel, and then I like to take a spoolie brush and brush through the brows again just to soften that, make sure that it looks really natural. I don't want the brows to look overdone. I want them to be defined and shaped well, but I don't want them to look too harsh or overdone. I want them to stay really natural and soft. So we're just enhancing the eyebrows, filling in any sparse areas while keeping them natural and soft. I'm going full glam with this eye look, and we are applying false eyelashes. These gave Sam just enough intensity for her eyes, a beautiful lift and fullness for her eyelashes. They looked incredible. We're going to let them sit and dry, and then we'll go in and touch up the eyeliner after. So now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and I'm adding this to her cheekbones and a little bit over her nose, and this is just giving her an extra glow. I wanted to keep her complexion really creamy. And now I'm going in with Nude Sticks for blush. This is Cherry Blossom Babe. I use this blush on everyone. It is my favorite. It is such a beautiful pink, and I apply this with a brush to the cheekbones, and then I'm going in with that damp beauty blender that I used for her foundation, and I'm pressing that product into the skin. This is going to soften that blush and just make it look like a really nice natural flush. Now I'm doing a little bit of bronzing. Sam has really great bone structure, and I don't want to do a ton of contouring, but I am doing just a little bit of bronzing, and then I'm setting around the eyes and the nose and the forehead, the center of the forehead, with the e.l.f. Halo Glow finishing powder. I love using this finishing powder because it will set your creams enough so that your makeup lasts, but you're going to still have a beautiful glow to the face and not look overly matte. Now I'm going back in with that cream gel liner that I used on the brows, and I'm pressing that into her lash line. So when you apply false lashes, when the glue dries, it can still give a little bit of a sheen that you will be able to see. So it's helpful to cover up the line of the eyelashes with some liner. So I'm taking an angled eyeliner brush and just pressing that gel liner into the lash line. And now I'm going in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in BFF. We're doing a nude lip for this look because the eyes are so intense. So I'm taking BFF and I'm going to be filling in the majority of her lips with this lip liner. This is a really creamy, soft lip liner, so it's really easy to apply to the lips. I'm starting at the outer edge of the lips, and I'm just blending that in toward the center. I'm using a lip brush to help move that product around before I go in with a pink lip oil. So I'm just topping that lip liner with a little bit of lip oil. This is going to feel really nourishing and hydrating for the lips. It's not going to add a lot of pigment, but it's going to help move that lip liner around the lips a little bit more, blend into it really nicely, and give a really pretty shine to the lips. And now I wanted to do something really fun with this lip look, so I'm taking the loose gold dust from Jane Iredale, and I'm just pressing that into the lips. I'm keeping it toward the center of the lips, and it's just adding a little bit of shimmer to this lip look. And that is it. This is my classic smoky eye that I did on my friend Samantha. I think it turned out so beautiful. She looks incredible. Look at her eyes. I absolutely loved this look on her. It was so fun to do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video from me, and I'll see you next time.